Hello, everyone, and welcome to RadarPlays Shuffle. Because Gears of War Judgment's coming out next week, we're jumping back to the original Gears of War and seeing how that holds up. It's all 6 years later. I'm Hollander Cooper. Here with me is
Henry Gilbert
and
Sophia Tong.
And yeah, I'm gonna go with combat. Thanks, Dom.
Jump into the combat.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've played the original. I mean, probably at least like 5 years.
Let's do it.
Have either of you tried to go back to it anytime recently?
I booted it up last year, I think, because I wanted to replay them all before Gears 3. Was that last year? 2 years ago?
It was
2
last
years ago.
Was it? It was. Oh yeah. Sorry, I got a cog tag and I got excited.
Oh yeah, looking at stuff with Y, that was a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
It was such a cool idea because I remember hearing they're like, everyone hates having camera control taken away from you, but when we're just like, when there's a button that's the look at cool shit button, everyone will hit that button. It's like, oh yeah, look at that, that's Dom. He looks cooler than anything else on this console right now.
It's like, pay attention, something's happening.
Well, that's I need to acknowledge the fact that I'm still moving, and that really looks weird.
Okay. Oh, Dom. I did like getting early. I got the, what was it? Oh, the I Can't Quit You achievement. That was the one for playing with Dom the whole time.
Oh, references to. It's surprisingly, this game still looks great.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
That was the point of Unreal 3. Like, it was. Though there was a part in the intro there where like they stop on Dom's face, and I feel like it was supposed to be this wow moment of like, wow, look at that guy's face, it's amazing. Like,
Look at all those wrinkles.
yeah.
And now it's just like, man, look at that texture. I remember this game had some bad texture pop. I wonder if we'll get to see any of it. But
I never played this on PC. Did either of you guys play the PC version?
No, I only played 360.
yeah, I played it. I wanted to play it when it came out. I wasn't gonna wait. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, well, I thought of going back to it just for that Brumac fight.
Then they finally added it to the PC version.
Yeah.
The fight that was promised in the freaking reveal trailer. Mm-hmm. That was the Mad World trailer. They showed that off,
Oh, that's right. I still haven't beat Gears 3, but there's a reference to that moment in Gears 3, right?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I should beat Gears
There's a lot of
3.
good references to in Gears 3.
Because it seemed like they were acting like it was the last one for a while, and now Judgment is...
It was the last one for a few days.
A few days until they announced the next one. Mm-hmm. But I'm looking forward to the new one. I always like a new Gears.
Oh, that was cool too, that addition.
Take cover.
Take
Tell
cover!
me what to do.
Okay,
How
I
do I
remember
take cover?
dying
This is
a lot
2005.
In this next section with the helicopter, like the chopper outside. I remember when I first started playing this part, I was like, what is happening?
Get ready. Here they come.
Oh,
Wow.
really, Dom?
Is
Just
dead
like
already.
that?
Gears
Oh,
1
they
was
want
a
me-
lot
they want me
harder
to-
than
It's
Gears
supposed
2
to teach you.
on normal.
Yeah.
He didn't even yell revive me. How am I supposed to know?
That big red button that's on your...
That'll do it.
Also, I think rechargeable health was a thing before this, but this was really popularized it for me.
Because I mean, it really made sense for this game because this was the first game that was like, no, seriously, get behind cover.
Yeah.
And they really made that a super, like a big point when you had to actually like, no, you have to sit behind cover and regenerate because you've taken too many bullets to your wrinkled face.
Yeah. You can't just run and gun this thing.
Stop and pop, that was what they called it. I also remember they talked about how it was like a sideways platformer. And I thought that was
because like platforming up to the next cover
Up to the
point.
next block.
yeah.
Up to the next chest high wall.
Well, they started adding all these extra things, like jumping over and kicking people in the face. Like,
This series is a great example of just iteration done right because every game, I remember in the second one, they're like, all right, so what's our thing? Our thing is cover. So it makes sense if you can take somebody hostage because then that's essentially an evolution of cover.
Yeah.
And then like, okay, what about shields that you can plant in front of you? Like it just, each game sort of, oh man, that's some not great looking textures over on the road up there. But each game did a good job of iterating slightly on the one before it. Oh wait, I remember what happens here.
and multiplayer got a lot better.
It did.
Oh, yeah. It was, well, the multiplayer, this came out in a pre-Halo 3, like everyone was waiting for Halo 3, so any multiplayer in this was appreciated, I think.
Because the other options
Why in
were Perfect Dark Zero.
Well, yeah, it was also pre-Modern Warfare, so, man, I didn't find any of these cogs when I played it.
It's the spray paint. Oh, no, not allowed to find it now.
Cutscene, someone crossed the line and put you in the cutscene.
You're like, dog.
No, run!
That still looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Go.
It looks good, but it's funny thinking about how much better the new ones look.
Yeah.
I mean, that still looks really good, all things considered, but it looks good in like a Quake 4 kind of way.
You could make, yeah, if you looked at like just the advances they made in characters and acting and monster design.
Oh yeah. And this was like the definitive brown-gray shooter, though.
So brown and gray.
Like they literally at one point had to have been like, we need to put blue lights on them, otherwise people will forget they exist.
But this story was a lot darker too. Like I found it more of there are some like kind of horror, like scary elements, whereas like Gears 2 was just like, hey, lots of explosions and set pieces.
Shit. This is
That's his favorite thing to say. Is shit.
Oh shit.
It's Bender.
It's also funny about how
Bender,
different the character models look in general. Like Dom looks nothing like that in Gears 3.
Yeah. Well,
Less
you know,
beard.
this happened with a lot of like Nathan Drake. Like he changed a bit between 1 and 3. Like you can't see it as much. I remember the Onion had a really funny thing around when this came out, which was
I skipped the cutscene, by the
it
way.
was
okay.
Marcus Phoenix called before Gears of War Crimes Committee. And then it ended up being like very ahead of his time because he was being punished for the light mass bomb,
Get up those stairs.
and that it was
Alpha's
genocidal.
waiting.
And,
Where'd all those locusts go? Sorry, I got confused.
I know. Where are they?
They were there,
Maybe
right?
Coming down.
yeah.
Nope. I got my Lancer though.
Oh
I
yeah.
remember the first time you got this Lancer, you're like, oh, so there's a melee button. I wonder how it works. The answer is
And then,
very
oh god,
well.
the first time you chainsaw something, you're like,
Don't be in too much of a rush to chainsaw. Oh yeah, blind fire. That was also a huge deal. I loved the first time I killed some dude with blind fire. Was so. Oh, and the active reload.
Active reload is still my favorite thing. My only issue with it is like I wish that it didn't make your weapon do more damage. Like it's a reward enough as is that you get to reload early.
fast, yeah.
I don't understand why. Also,
Put on a
next
show.
generation video games. Why, like now, quick guys, I shoved the ammo into my bullets into my gun quicker. That means that it does more damage. They're better aligned. This also was one of the first games to have the hold A to run like 5% faster, but feel like you're running 500% faster. Like I remember I went to like a GDC panel where they're like, we had that run mode and nobody did it because it didn't feel like you were going faster. And then we moved to the camera and everyone was like, well,
make it a little shaky.
yeah, a
and
little
then-
bit shaky. I remember this scene. It's weird. I think I played through this game
It's
a
all
few
coming
times.
back
Yeah,
to you.
Yeah.
because this was all about flanking. And there's a bunch of guys over there, and I'm gonna throw a grenade at them
This is a good opening bit in general. It just teaches you how to play the game. Like,
without feeling tutorially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope, bad grenade.
Oh,
Wait.
there you go. Nope.
Oh, that's a lot of meat. Oh, look at that up there. Something landed up there.
Oh, the emergence holes.
emergence
they were
holes weren't
so-
really a problem later on, right?
They actually they just in Gears 3 I don't think there were any of them. They essentially replaced them with the vines or whatever. Remember,
Yeah,
like in
yeah.
Gears,
Oh, we
it
had to
was
like shoot the.
Yeah.
Those vines
Yeah.
were pretty annoying. Those lambent vines.
So were the holes. It's just like, oh,
Yeah.
just toss the grenade and get it over with.
You could waste a grenade and close it, or
Yeah.
Or just hope that eventually they run out of locusts.
It's like, stop respawning.
I did like how in the later ones they really discovered color and put it to good use. Like in there was a multiplayer map in 3 where it was like the
Very
market with the green too. Yeah, but I was thinking of the market where it was like pumpkins and chickens were.
Oh, yeah,
And that was the one where you could like punch the chickens or something.
Yeah.
I think there was an achievement for like punting chickens. Yeah, it is weird. Like this game is responsible for the brown-gray shooters in many ways, and then later games were as colorful as anything this generation.
Man, I want to go
Was
back
this
and play
game,
Gears multiplayer.
Was this game called out in a certain article about the most visually striking games of the generation, or any of the games in the series?
Well, I was going to call out 3 because compared to 1, it's so colorful, but then I felt Bulletstorm did more with color, and so I'd rather that be the epic Unreal 3 shooter.
Chainsaw 'em.
Nope, he scared me.
I always felt so bad to like rev up your chainsaw and then someone punch you, and you're like, oh, but my chainsaw.
I was all ready.
I'm wasting fuel.
Good thing you have an unlimited amount.
I never got into the Retro Lancer. It just like took too much to like.
Kinda loved it.
Did you?
If you hit somebody from behind, it was really rewarding.
It's good in like multiplayer maps because then you feel like such an idiot when you get caught behind. But
I didn't realize how. I'm getting like when you go back and play like Ocarina of Time or Prince of Persia, I end up getting like nostalgic feelings where I'm like, I remember this part, and I'm getting that with this game, and I didn't expect that at all. Like when you first see that body the first time.
Yeah, it is weird to start feeling nostalgic for early current gen games. Like,
it's because early current gen games are
like
older
6,
than last gen
7 years
games
ago.
were when this gen started.
yeah. When this game came out, God of War was a lot newer than this game is to now.
Why isn't?
oh,
I wasn't.
punched in the face.
I got this. I may have been holding the wrong button for Melee.
It would also be hard to go back to this Gears and play multiplayer. Well, I doubt it.
No, I wasn't. What the hell? Come on, Lancer.
Like, who would even be online with this thing? You know?
Probably. I'm guessing like this week, a lot of people just like nostalgic
yeah.
feelings before the new ones.
Gears has a pretty big community.
Yeah,
Very dedicated.
So how could you go back to pre-Horde days?
I know. Horde's so fun.
Horde is the
Horde
best.
with tower defense.
Yeah, even better. Yeah,
I remember playing the hell out of this multi. I remember at first not even like telling people that I thought this game wasn't that. Oh no, not again. Revive me.
cover.
Yeah, I remember talking to the Gears devs and for multiplayer initially. They're like, yeah, that was totally tacked on. We only had like a team of like a really, really small team to put it in. But they learned from it and just kept making it better.
When your gameplay is good enough, the multiplayer sort of just falls into place, and that's essentially what happened with this and a lot of games this gen.
Well, I had played co-op games before, but none had really connected with me like Gears did. Like it was because they had cool moments like the one where you're supposed to push the burning car, you know?
Yeah.
Or leave the spotlight on your dude so Razorbats don't get him.
Yeah.
That segment was a mess.
Cooperative
It was really good.
elements. Yeah.
It was actual co-op. It wasn't just a second person is there.
Yeah, it was. I have to go this way. Well, I'll go this way. Hey, protect me! You know, it was. Whoa.
And I actually felt invested in the story. I mean, a lot of shooters are kind of like, the story, forget it, just go through it. But
I'm excited that I've heard that Judgment, like when they first started promoting it, it's like the whole point of Judgment is sort of going back to the roots of just like, no, there's no lambent, there's no gigantic tentacle monsters. You are just closing grub holes and fighting ridiculous amounts of enemies. And it's like after Gears 3, which I liked, I'm kind of excited to go back to like the basics of Gears.
some non-exploding locusts.
Yeah, I just wanna kill some locusts, you guys.
This was another
As
thing.
Baird.
Yes.
Baird. You love Baird.
Oh, he is the best. If you guys don't like Baird, you're idiots.
Well, that's why they made him star. I think they asked the community. It's like, who would you guys want to play as?
Correct answer.
But if the next game doesn't end with Cole rapping, I'm gonna be sad.
I remember when this game came out and that was the ending, everyone's like, what the hell's going on with this? Like, what hath the current generation wrought that our shooters end with unnecessary rap battles? And then there's...
Are they going to have Carmine in the...
Could be Alpha.
I don't think there's another Carmine
Is there any
brother.
left?
Tags are gone.
Or like maybe a distant cousin?
Carmine cousin?
Maybe you meet this game's
Uh-oh.
The
charm.
resonator?
Oh, no.
Nah. Now what? Let's get that resonator.
Screenwriting, folks.
Yeah.
Realistically, though, like that's what I liked about this game's dialogue. It wasn't like eloquent, but it was like, no, they're soldiers.
They've
You ask them a
lifelong
question,
soldiers. Like,
They give you one word answers.
they give, yeah, or they just curse.
Our next target is House of Sovereigns. Straight ahead.
Graphics.
Move.
yeah, a couple of these are a little off, but woo.
Just throwing shit.
I liked how the characters too seemed to enjoy what they were doing. They're like, oh shit, or nice. I
Yeah.
got it. Like,
They've been doing this for so long that like the most enjoyment they're gonna get is by just
Headshot.
God. Oh, that was horrible. The most enjoyment they're going to get is by killing an enemy. There's really nothing left to do.
Well, there's nothing left to do. Everything's been destroyed.
You gonna go play chess or something?
yeah.
If they can find any.
Do they address that by the end of Gears? Like they ruined Jacinto. Just like
Jacinto, yeah, there's-
where do they live after? Even when they get peace.
They're all homeless.
There really aren't many options.
Boy.
Oh yeah, you can flank them on the other side if you want to run that way. Other way.
Oh my goodness. Can I?
Flank right. Like you can go around back.
That
See?
way?
Yeah, that way.
Oh, stop.
That's a long run.
Roll. There you go. Not behind the van.
I'm getting my health back.
He's distracted.
I did it.
There you go.
Everything is forgiven.
Yeah. And then you sneak behind.
And everyone, and that guy on the Troika is like, I did it. I scared away all the gears.
They ran off.
I'm sure I must-
And I'm like, not all of them.
Oh.
Ah! Oh, wrong button.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man.
Flanking doesn't work when they see you. Oh, no. He didn't.
Yeah.
Jerk. No, and you might Lancer back.
I was so glad they got rid of those razor bats.
It's gone.
Razor bats. Those are not.
They were, well, don't you essentially kill all of them in Gears? Isn't like that the
You
end
just
of,
wipe them out
like, that's what
entirely.
happens in Gears. That's what the light mass bomb does, right?
Yeah, it's true.
They're like, it'll kill all of the Gears. And then they're like, I meant all of their pet bats. And it's like, that's still kind of a good thing. Those pet bats were jerks.
But then it gave everybody else, like, you know, miner's cough or whatever.
Yeah. There's no happiness in the Gears franchise.
No. Although, do you even see the Marcus's love interest in this game?
Anya?
Anya, yeah.
Yeah, she's just the dispatch lady.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if you see her in this one, if you just hear her.
Yeah,
the whole time.
she's a.
I think she shows up like once, swings by.
Yeah. I liked at the end of 2, like they're looking at each other from across the way in like helicopters, and Marcus just kind of nods at her like, yeah, I guess I like you.
Loading.
You're the only girl that I've seen in.
You're the
forever.
only
You're the only. You're one of 5 women alive right now, so I guess you'll do.
That was
Considering you're surrounded by dudes and locusts all day.
We're doing this.
yeah.
Remember this?
I love that they gave her they made her part of the team.
Yeah.
Their excuse for not having women fighters was as good of an excuse as you're going to get in
Yeah.
a game where they're just like, listen, we only have a few women left. If they die, our race goes away. And it's
Well,
like, I
it makes
guess that
sense
makes
story-wise. I mean, you're not going to have a team of half and half male, female.
Well, I mean, by the end of the war, that becomes a thing in the later Gears games because they're like, we need women for children, but we actually don't have any like soldiers left.
Yeah. Then it's mostly women.
Women inherit the earth.
Oh, this part I remember not having a great time.
This circular fountain is the greatest innovation in cover-based shooter history. Oh god.
You just get the whole.
Oh god.
box.
Oh no. Yeah. I think that's as good of a place as any to stop in preparation for Gears of War Judgment, which is coming out next week. So be sure to check back on Games Radar for that and for more Radar Plays.